Hello, Interior Alaska. Joe Cook here in the Sports Seat for you this evening, bringing you another weekend recap. A recently retired coach had the itch to come back to basketball, and the Natick scratched. Today, the UAF women's basketball team announced the hiring of their new assistant coach. Greg Bruce will be next to head coach Cody Bench this fall. Bruce has over 3 decades of college coaching experience. He retired after the 2012-2013 season from Western Oregon of the GNAC. He built them into a respectable program, leading them to back-to-back double-digit winning seasons in 2009 through 2011. He's also the winningest coach in Portland State history with 349 wins in 22 seasons, earning 6 conference titles. PSU was a NCAA Division I independent program when he started, and he led the Vikings to 5 NCAA tournament appearances in the 90s. Then they joined Division II Pac West Conference. The UAF women's team returns all 5 starters from a year ago after a 9-17 season and bringing a 5-player recruiting class. The season starts November 14th with the GNAC Pac West Challenge. After the times were calculated from the 5 stages of this year's Tour of Fairbanks, a local cyclist repeats as champion. You guessed it, Tyson Flaherty of Gulfstream Sports won back-to-back Tour of Fairbanks Men's Open Expert titles after finishing 3rd in Sunday's Workisham Dome race. His overall time was 7 hours, 15 minutes, and 49.7 seconds. He won stages 1, 2, and 3 in the final stage. UAF skier Logan Hahnemann was runner-up with a total time of 7:21:09.7 for Raven Racing. Ro Ross, who won Sunday's stage in just over 3 hours, placed 3rd overall with 7:22:30.9. Elizabeth Thurston Hicks, riding for the Colorado Law bike team, won the female open expert title with a total time of 7:02:25.3. She won the Steese Road Race Sunday stage and was 2nd in the first 3 stages. Kathy Weig was 2nd in 7:22:49, and Erica Petz was 3rd. Max Qualley of Raven Racing won Sunday's race and the Masters title in 6 hours, 56 minutes, 3.5 seconds. Here's Flaherty and Will Ross after Sunday's Workisham Dome race.
You really see what everyone's got. You can't really fake it. You can't you got to be able to ride. So it's fun, fast downhills, and yeah, it's pretty cool.
Tyson is amazing. There's kind of the saying, oh, he's pretty good for an Alaska racer. Tyson's a good racer all around. He's pro caliber. Yeah, it's pretty amazing. And yeah, all the Fairbanks guys, they're all strong, they're all fit. A lot of good all around riders.
And yesterday at Lulu's Bread and Bagels was the 7th annual Run Lulu Run. Almost 100 runners and walkers came out to support a good cause. Proceeds for the race went to the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society team in training. The participants made their way up and around and down the trails of the 5K and 10K, which featured some flats and some inclines and some lightly wooded areas. First person to cross the finish line, though, in the 5K, out of the 34 runners in the 5K, was Bill Hinckley out of Denver. He travels all over as a pilot for Frontier Airlines. The last time he was in Fairbanks was in 1986, running in the state track and field meet for Diamond High School. Hinckley's time was 22 minutes and 7 seconds. David Leonard was 2 minutes behind at 24:08, and Tony Peter was 3rd in 30 minutes and 25 seconds. Heidi Billing was the first woman to complete the 5K in 33:13. She was 6th overall. 55 runners ran the longer race, and Nick Jansen won the 10K in 41 minutes 35 seconds. Dog musher Jesse Holmes was 2nd at 43:01, and Colin Campbell was 3rd at 43:48. Melissa Lewis was 5th overall and the first woman to finish in 45:49. Both top finishers had successes in their first races of the season, and Jansen, he just came down from mountain climbing in Denali.
We summited on Wednesday when the weather broke, so I haven't been running for about a month, but I've been breathing really heavy and sucking in thin air, so coming back down to near sea level has felt like an advantage.
I run 5Ks over the summer, and my work takes me all over the country, so sometimes when I have an overnight stay in a place like this, I'll look for a road race and jump in and run it. It was fun, good weather, good group of runners, so it was fun. Glad I was able to do it.
And this past weekend, the GFRA had their 2nd week of racing at the Mitchell Raceway. On Friday night, Scott Sluka continued his dominance in the modified class with a trio of wins winning the heats and mains. Jay Coghill, he won the sprint main event. Keith Spencer was the mini bomber main event winner. John Clarkson, he keeps his points lead in the sportsman class. But the race of the night was in the dollar stock class, as Dave Summers in the 42 was literally running on fumes, but held off Dan Holtry in the 11 car for the main event checker flag in a highly contested race. You just run on fumes there. I don't even know how you did that. But then the Gladiators class, they stole the show at the end. Definitely a fan favorite event. You have to bump to pass, and there was more than that going on. The winner was Tyler Smith in 25, wreaking havoc on the track, all doing that with a blown out tire. Pretty amazing stuff sometimes. And that's a wrap for sports. Mike Schultz is next with your full weather forecast. We'll catch you next time.